All right, how are you guys? It's Jessica Lux, and today I have a special training for all of you. Well, every week is always a special training. I try to learn new stuff for you guys or pass on stuff that I have either been learning or using, and I want to just bring some value for you guys every week. So make sure that you share these trainings with your team. Stay tuned to the Telegram because that's where I post all the updates. Today I had to do a time change. So normally it's 6 o'clock, but we're doing 5 o'clock today. So just make sure that you stay tuned and you check the notifications on Telegram because that's where I'm posting the links, the updates, and all that stuff, okay? So today I'm gonna bring boost engagement. Now, this is something that I had to do this week. As many of you guys know, a lot of us, not just myself, are doing a 90-day run. And I noticed that my story views are really low. And then the lives too, but I really don't worry about the lives. Right now, social media has shifted a lot, and that's why it is important that when you're working your social medias to grow your business, any type of business, again, whether it's a traditional business or a network marketing business, you stay up to date with the new trends, the new changes, and everything that's happening in the social media world. Because what worked 6 months ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, does not work right now. It changes so fast, so often. Every 3 months, there's something new. Every 6 months, there's a shift in algorithms. And every year is completely different. So you have to stay up to date. For me, it's really easy to find out or figure out. Well, now it's easy for me to figure out what's changing because I follow certain coaches like Brock Johnson. I don't know if Sarah, any of you guys have any other coaches, you can put them in the chat. So whoever doesn't have coaches, social media coaches to follow, they can grab them from the chat and just go follow them on Instagram. They're always posting the latest stuff. And then I also follow social media influencers that are posting updates. That's for me the easiest way to get updates on social media. So you want to keep that in mind. My stories were a little bit low. So I'm like, last year or even 2 years ago, when I was being really spammy and putting graphics on my stories, I was getting really high views. Now, graphics don't really work so much anymore. There's a specific way of using graphics now. So I'm like, what's happening? Like, why are my views so low? So I got into my stories and I know if some of you guys saw my stories yesterday, I had this or that. Okay, so I had some stuff that it was for you to click on and participate so I get to know you. So that's something that I'm going to be putting maybe twice a week. So, because I don't want to put it every day either to not bore people. But you want to start doing stuff like that to get to know your audience, have them participate, but don't have them participate with business posts. For example, if you're in a service or a product business, you don't want to put like this or that when it comes to company products and services. You want to make it more personal. Otherwise, people are not going to want to click on it, and they're just going to skip through it. So before I get into that, I want to remind you guys, maybe you guys saw the graphic that I posted in the morning, and you guys caught something that I put at the bottom. It says that the numbers of followers is not as important as the relationships that you're building. We all want to go viral. We all want to go and get 50K followers, 100K followers, heck, 1 million followers. We all want that, right? But a lot of times we get stuck in that vanity, right? That you want the views and you want the followers and you want all those big numbers. But before you get stuck on that vanity, I want to remind you that even if right now that you're growing and your numbers are low, it's much more important for you to focus on building relationships with those small audiences that you have, and with as many as you can, than having 20,000 followers that you can't even keep up with and have a relationship. So let's say you have a relationship with 100 of your followers. You know who they are. You know how their families look like. If you see their little profile picture coming up, you're like, oh, I know who that girl is. You want to have that impact in people. So what that's going to create is people sharing your stuff, people commenting on your stuff, and people viewing your stuff or coming back to see your content. So you don't want a bunch of followers that are not really going to interact with you, that are just there watching, but they don't really talk to you. So focus majorly, like focus really, like when I'm telling you like focus, I mean like really laser focus on talking to people that are interacting in your stories, in your reels, in your lives, going and commenting on their stuff as well. And always reply to comments. Doesn't have to be the same day, but reply to comments, especially right now that you're growing, because when you get viral, it gets a little bit more, it gets harder and it's more complicated. But for now, you want to be able to people to say that, oh, she replies back, whether they know you or they don't. Always reply to comments. And also that tells a platform that you're being social and you have a relationship with that person. Do not like post and get 40 comments and not comment back. It's really important for you to comment back. So focus on the relationship rather than the vanity and the how many followers and how many viewers you have. Trust me, it gets like to the point where like, oh, why did I only get 20 views? I wanted 1,000 at least. Like, people don't think my content is good enough. Don't focus on that. Focus on those 20 people that viewed your video and on those 5 that clicked like and left your comment. Focus on those, because those are your people that are going to share you. Those are the people that are going to help you out, boost your algorithm. So get away from the vanity. Focus on relationships. I already said that. And what that means is commenting back. And when I think of Jessie Lee is one of the people that I follow a lot because she's always posting content. Always. At least once a day, she's going to post content. And when I comment in one of her things, she comments back. Always. Fraser Brooks too. And I love that about them because it doesn't make me feel like just a follower. And they have hundreds of followers. They have thousands of followers. But they don't make me feel like I'm just a number in their followers. They reply back and that feels good. So even when you get big and you go viral, make sure you're coming back. And if you can't keep up, then hire an assistant to help you coming back. But I know that Fraser comments back, and I know Jessie Lee, they run their business on social media and they are the ones that coming back. And it feels good. Feels good that they talk back to you. I also noticed that a lot of the people that used to comment before stopped commenting on my stuff. And then I'm like, oh, I made a mistake. 5 months ago, I wasn't being like responsive. I wasn't commenting back. I wasn't sharing the love back. So now they don't see my stuff. So make sure that you're commenting back. If somebody takes their time to leave you a heart, to leave you a comment, to say something, respond to it. Okay. Another thing that you want to do to boost engagement is do all types of content. Push content. Push content. It's hard for me. I don't have time. When I tell you to be consistent, a lot of people say, I don't have time to be consistent. They relate consistency with time. Consistency is different for everybody. So what's consistent for me is going to be different for you. So maybe I have more time in my hands and you have less time on your hands because you have an 8 to 5 or a 10 to 5 job or whatever, you have a job and you only have 30 minutes a day. Well, guess what? It takes like 5 minutes with editing and all that stuff to do a TikTok, maybe 2 minutes to put a couple stories, and maybe another 10 minutes to write a post. That should be within 30 minutes a day or an hour a day that you can put in. And if you don't have an hour a day, guess what? Most of us sit in the toilet with our phones, okay? And they're scrolling. So instead of scrolling, why don't you post while you're sitting in the toilet? Spending 30 times just scrolling. You have time. So figure out what consistency means to you and make it happen every day. One reel, that's all you can do? Okay, then do that. One post a day, that's all you can do? That's all you have time for? Do that. One round of stories, that's all you can do? You can only post at 9 a.m. because that's the only time that you have right before going to work at 9:30. That's all you can do? Then do that. And then you leave your platform alone until next day. Figure out what that looks like for you, stick to it, and push content in all forms. What that means is you want to post written content, videos, which is live videos, even if it's a 5-minute video, whether you're in your car, buy a car mount, if that's the only time that you have to go live. Do whatever it takes to put at least one live a day, or at least minimum twice a week. Okay. Reels, you want to put that type of content. You want to put stories. If you want, I haven't gone into that just because I'm really focused on 3 platforms right now. It's TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and mostly growing Instagram and TikTok. That's where my main focus, because I've been working Facebook for a long time and I kind of want to shift gears and test out other platforms. So I'm focusing on those 2 mainly. And I want to get into YouTube, but I haven't gotten there. And all I have to do is basically download videos, live videos that I've done, or trainings like this and post them on my YouTubes, or take some of my reels and put them on the shorts out there. If you have a YouTube channel, I suggest you just repurpose and post it over there. So make sure you're doing written post, videos, live videos, and reels. You want to post 3 types of contents, because I don't consume written post. I consume videos and short videos like reels. I don't like reading posts, but other people like reading posts and they don't like watching videos. A lot of people don't like to watch reels because they can't put the volume up. So they rather read something. So have some sort of content for every type of personality or preferences. So make sure that you do those 3 types of content. Repurpose your content and also make original content for each platform. What does that mean? What works for TikTok does not work for Instagram. And if you really pay attention, I feel like TikTok, it's a little bit more let loose. You can be a little bit more your wild side, your little naughty side, and Instagram is a little bit more uptight and funny and serious. So you want to repurpose your content, but also make original content for those platforms. So for example, I don't go live on Instagram. I feel like Instagram lives are a waste of time. In my opinion, you don't get much views unless you're like Jessie Lee and you have a bunch of followers, I mean. So I do live content for Facebook only. And then my IG reels, I download them and post them onto TikTok. Not all of them, only some of them. And then there's certain TikToks that I only post on TikTok and I do not repurpose for my IG because I don't feel like that vibe goes with my IG vibe or my Instagram live. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but do repurpose your content, but also make original content for that platform because not all the TikToks, like I said earlier, really go with the vibe of Instagram. So you want to make original content for each platform as well. Now for the stories, I was telling you guys earlier that my stories were low on Facebook. On Instagram, since I started working Instagram, I want to say we're going into almost 60 days. My team and I started a 30-day challenge in December. Yes, in December. And then when that 30-day challenge ended, we did a 90-day run. So we're about to hit 60 days of being consistent on doing TikToks and Reels. And my Instagram engagement went way up. My followers have gone up and down a lot because I never used to work Instagram. So when I built the followers that I have, I was promoting health and wellness 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago. So all those followers were like health and wellness followers. And now when I started posting makeup and this other type of content, people started unfollowing me. So it's been cleaning out. My Instagram platform has been cleaning out naturally without me like unfollowing people, like they're just leaving. But I'm gaining a lot of new followers that like my content, that like my posts, that like my reels, and they're engaging with me and they're watching my stories. So my story views went from 25 to 70 over the last almost 60 days. And I think that's really good because I didn't used to get good views on Instagram. Now the views are going up. The highest I've had is 89. No. Yeah, it was 89 views. And I've never seen that on Instagram. So that Instagram is not as bad, but Facebook was way down. And I also understand why the stories are low there. A lot of people are just consuming content on Reels, which that's what's really hot right now. That's what's trending right now is watching Reels. So that's why the story views are going to go down. But I do believe you can push them up a little bit. So you want to put stories that people get to interact and participate. But again, don't have them participate into like, oh, BFX Foundation or State Mat or this service or the other service. Nothing to do with your product. That it's like what I put the other day, pizza or burgers, iced coffee or hot coffee, or I don't know, makeup, something, whatever that you like. Like if you are a cotton candy lover or prefer gummies, or you like sweet candy or spicy candy, something like that, that people get to click on and participate. That's going to boost your algorithm for your stories and it's going to bring your views up. So do this and that stories. Very, very important to clean your house. So that means when it comes to Facebook, get rid of people that have been seeding, that's the Mexican in me, that's been sitting on there for years and they don't even interact with you. Go to your Facebook friends and go filter to like oldest and start just unfriending people that are not interacting with you. That's gonna bring your algorithm back. A lot of people, and that happens to me too. It gets to a point where like I'm following this person for a while, and then I kind of get bored of them and I don't watch their content anymore. That can happen. So clean house, delete some friends, but always add to your network. So you want to be also adding to your network, and you want to keep that like that constant flow of like cleaning. You clean 10 friends, but you bring 50. So that way you're not like still talking to the same people. So clean house and bring new people, clean house and bring new people. So how are you going to bring new people? You're going to send friend requests. You're going to make content in reels on Facebook to bring new followers to you. And then you can send them a friend request. For IG, there's an app. Let me just check real quick. What's the name of it? I recently sent it to Sarah, but I forget the name of it. On Instagram, this app can help you. It's called Reports. It's for Instagram. You can pay for it, or you can use it once a day. So that app, you can use it once a day, but if you pay for it, you can use it at any time. So I'm using the free version of it, and it tells you who are the people that are following you and who are the people that are not following you. So the ones that they're not following you, I'm unfollowing. And the ones that are following me, I'm clicking on that and interacting with them. So that way, we keep that relationship, right? They're following me for a reason. They haven't unfollowed me for a reason as well. So let me engage with them. So remember the app for IG is called Reports. And that's gonna be super easy to clean house. I don't know if there's an app for Facebook. I wish there was. I'm gonna look into it, because it would just make it much easier if Facebook can tell me who's not interacting with me or who's not following me, so I could just unfriend people. Or for people that have dead accounts, like I found the other day, now that I remember that, do birthdays every day. So look whose birthday is it, and that's another way that you're gonna find out if people are active or not. So I get at least 10 birthdays every day. And I go and click on it on their profiles, and if they haven't posted like in a year, I unfriend them. That means that they're not even active. I found a lady that had 3 accounts, and it was showing me that it was her birthday that one day, and I'm like, oh, so many profiles. Why? Which one's the real one, or which one's active, which one's not? So I'm like, I don't need to have 3 accounts from one person. So let me unfriend 2 of those. So birthdays is a great way to clean house on Facebook. So remember, clean house and also bring people. The way that you're gonna bring people is with reels. Reels on Instagram, reels on Facebook. That's how you're gonna bring people in. And sending friend requests. There's also the find add message, which is you go on groups and you friend people, you find people, you add them, and you message them, and you say hello or something so they can accept your friend request. Go shopping for friends. I like to use that word because you can go to, for example, your local mall, click on your local mall and find people on there and send friend requests. Also remember to delete friend requests, because if you send out 100 friend requests over the next 2 weeks and 150 of them have not responded, only 50, then that's gonna intervene with your algorithm. So make sure you're also canceling requests of people that do not respond your friend request. Sorry. For TikTok, you want to use two hashtags that are in the millions, two that are in the billions. So two in the millions and two that are in the billions, and one relevant to your niche. Okay, so two in the millions, two in the billions, and one relevant to your niche for TikTok to get followers. There's something really amazing that Liz and Sarah shared with us the other day. I'll answer that question right now. Liz and Sarah shared with us it's called Grow Parties. So go on TikTok, in the search engine, just put grow and then click on lives, and you're gonna find different accounts, different TikTok users that do lives, and they're called grow parties. So people go to those lives and you just start commenting in the live, the word grow, and then people will start following you. Just make sure you follow back too. And then you can filter your platform later on. But that's a really great way to grow besides using hashtags. So in TikTok, you do want to use hashtags. But the grow parties are really, really great way for you to grow your following there, at least until you get approved. And then you can go back to growing organically. But it's a great way to grow your platform a little bit. The only downside about TikTok in doing the grow parties is that you'll get people from like other countries, like India, Pakistan, like accounts like that to follow you. And that's the only thing that I like about it. But if you're looking to get approved to get to 1,000 followers and start going live on there, then just join the grow parties and get to that point, and then go back to growing organically. So that way you don't have all these weird people following you, or they don't even speak the language that you do, and they're not even gonna watch your content because they don't understand it. So those are the tips that I had for you guys today. Remember that staying consistent, they are hackers. Staying consistent in your social media, it's important, but also remember that consistency is different for everybody. My consistency is not the same as it is for Raul. He works 8 to 10 hours a day. So he doesn't have the time or the space that I have to make extra TikToks. I can make 5 TikToks a day, 5 reels a day, go live, make a post after I'm done cleaning or in between, but he cannot stop in between, like serving food and handling employees and make a TikTok, right? He cannot integrate that into his job. He can only do it after work. So my consistency is not going to be the same as his. So figure out what consistency means to you, stick to it, and it's going to help you grow your following. People are going to start sharing your content. That's another thing that I noticed with the 90-day run that we're doing, and the 30-day run that we did, some of us did, is that now I'm noticing that people are sharing my stuff. That's something that I used to get before. Now they're sharing my content. And it's pretty cool because there's something in it that they're finding that they're liking, and they're just sharing you. So let me get in the chat to see what questions I see on here. Let me see. I like when Fraser calls me legend. Right? I love it when he does that. He's like, "Hey, legend," or he'll call you. No, I call him ninja, and he'll call you a legend. The people who respond to you message the person regarding the response, or just let them vote and not message. I have a creator account because Facebook is paying me for my reels. So it does not let me respond when I had a regular account. When I used to have a regular account, it will let me click to respond. Now it doesn't let me click to respond. It just tells me who voted on my poll, but it doesn't allow me to like respond to them. So what I did the other day was screenshot the results, and I'm like, this was so much fun. Thank you for responding to my polls, or like just took a screenshot, and just, that way they know that I am looking at their stuff. But if it allows you to respond, I will respond to them. It'll open up the space for you to start building a relationship. The other question, where's the one from Brittany? After how long do you wait until you start deleting people or unfollowing or removing requests? So for removing friend requests, you want to do it like every 3 to 7 days. Like if they haven't responded in 48 hours to a week, then they're most likely not going to respond to your friend request. So just cancel it. Unfollowing people on Instagram right now, it's easy because of the app. If they're not following me, I'm following them, but they're not following me, then it's an instant unfollow. For Facebook, it's a little bit different. So you want to go into your friend request and see like, oh, I never seen this person, or this person hasn't engaged with me in a long time. Click on the profile, see if they have posted. If they haven't posted, just unfollow them or unfriend them, or try to engage with them. And if they don't engage back, then just unfollow them. But the other question, what was the other one? Removing requests or deleting people. Again, with Facebook, it's a little bit hard to delete people, just because, for example, for me, I know I have this handful of people in my head that I know they haven't engaged with me in a while. So I'm just gonna go and look at their profile and unfriend them, because what do I want them for? What? They haven't even commented on my stuff in years, so why would I keep them there? But again, birthdays is a great way to unfollow people or unfriend people, because they will just pop up right there and it's easy. But I wouldn't really worry about like unfriending people unless you're getting close to 5,000, and then you want to worry about like cleaning the house. You see, that's what you want to do. So once you're getting close to 5,000, if you're in the 3,000 friends and above, you want to start cleaning out your algorithm. Your algorithm too will get kind of slow if you have 3,000 friends that don't talk to you. So, but if you're less than 3,000 friends, I wouldn't worry too much about like actually taking the time to unfriend people, but just do birthdays. And if you notice there's an account that, oh, I said like the other day that we were doing a power hour, I noticed that I sent a happy birthday to somebody last year and they saw it and they didn't respond to it. And I'm like, then why am I going to send another happy birthday this year if they're not going to respond to it? So unfriend. I hope that makes sense. Does anybody else have questions? You're welcome. So again, pushing content is going to help you with your engagement. If you post today and then you go days without posting anything, that's going to lower your engagement on your algorithm, and your friends are going to kind of like forget about you too. So you want to be on people's faces sort of thing, one way or another. If you can make TikToks, or if you can make reels, make a post, go through your camera roll. Like if you cannot do TikToks at all or a reel, go through your camera roll. I'm sure you have a video that you recorded when you were at the park with the kids. Put a trending song and just put it out there. As long as there's something on there. Or you probably did your makeup and you did a little Snapchat and you were going like this. Put it on there as a reel. You really don't have time to make content. Go on your story archives. A lot of us save our stories. And if you don't have time to make content, go and download one of those stories that you did a year ago that like was popping and put it as a reel. I did that not so long ago. I did that on my Facebook. It came up as a memory and I'm like, this was so cool. Let me download it and put it as a reel. So do that too. I'll let you guys go. I hope this helped some of you guys. If you have somebody that needs the recording, let me know. I will tell Raul. He's in charge of putting it in the channel and then putting it in on YouTube and then adding it to the Telegram. Again, just stay tuned to the Telegram. We'll be putting the recording there, but Raul is in charge of that. If it's not there within 24 hours and you want it, just let me know and I'll pressure him to put it on there. So if I don't see any more questions, that's it for tonight. Enjoy your dinner. Oh, what's the app called for IG? It's called Reports, and let me show you so you guys can, let me just show you real quick before we say goodbye. So you guys see what it looks like. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where is it? It's right here. So is that purple one right here, right underneath Instagram? It says Reports. And then you click on it. Okay. So right here, it tells me 13 new followers, 8 lost followers. And then it says people that don't follow you. And I already unfollow like 500 of these people. And then the accounts that I don't follow back. So these, the 487, I want to follow back because these are people that are following me. So you want to follow those back. And you want to delete these. And then this one, I don't think I did the analysis yesterday. So you click on the analysis and then you can only do this every 24 hours unless you pay for the app. So the next time it's gonna let me do it is tomorrow at 5:48. So let me see what it says. So far in 24 hours, I have not lost a follower. Yay! We're at the same. So I'm gonna post something later. Hopefully I get some followers. But it's pretty cool. And I've been cleaning. This one used to be at 1,500. Now it's at 1,100. So I've been unfollowing a lot of people. So what happened here is that in my previous company, 3-4 years ago, they used to give us a task on Power Hours to follow. So they would tell us, go on Instagram and follow 50 accounts. So there was following a bunch of people. And those people never followed me back. But since I never really work Instagram, I was just whatever. Now that I started working it basically 60 days ago, all these people that from back then are following me, and now I'm cleaning out the people that don't follow me back. So that's why my numbers look that bad, because that's what I did with my Instagram. I never really worked Instagram. The only reason why I had Instagram was to put stories and plug them, link them into my Facebook, but I never really did anything else. So that's the app. Have fun, make posts and boost your engagement by focusing on building relationships. I'll see you guys later. Have a amazing dinner. I see some of you guys cooking, and save me some. I'll see you guys later. Bye.